Where are we headed?
Да, всем привет. Мой единственный зритель, как говорится. Продолжаем наше путешествие. Так, мы пришли на корабль. Я вставил аккумулятор вон туда. Эту энергоячейку, которую спер с города, я ее сюда вставил, и движок поехал. Нога хрустнула. Так, там у нас ничего нет. Я выйду отсюда, получается. Нет? Ну куда глянем? А где наша это? Парвати? Парвати, ты где? Чинишь корабль? А где она? Интересно. Ладно, короче, пора отсюда улетать.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Так, у меня миссии остались здесь. Задание напарника. Не, у меня здесь миссии не осталось, я везде побывал. Хотя вот это что за место? Я здесь игру начал. Я спустился сюда, к кораблю, а потом пошел. Да. Ладно, валим.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Чих-пых, трактор, давай, заводись. Фига, у него там весла.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Так. Опа. Симпатично. Ну, даже атмосфера двигается. Так, где этот плащ-невидимка? Явно не здесь. Так, это у нас... Если бы я его не убил, не было бы, знаете, какой шляпы. Так, а вот и моя корзина, да? Я могу сюда скинуть то, что мне типа не нужно. Ну да, второй пистолет мне не нужен. Дробаш гранатомет оставлю. Куча жрачки тоже мне не надо. Я наоборот положить хотел. Какого? А что-то вес не убавляется у меня. Почему? А, вот убавляется потихоньку. Как темно, блин, офигеть. У-у-у.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Так, а где плащ? Вот он. Че, он как-то автоматически, что ли, используется? О, викарий. Проповедник с дробовиком. 20. 25. Давай-ка мы дадим тебе хорошую пушку. О, взлом прокачать можно с ним. Окей. Так, ты давай близко, ты с дробовиком, будь поближе. А порвать пускай подальше. Со своей елдой. Так, ты в нападении, а ты в обороне будешь поближе. Прикольно, а сколько у меня напарников может быть одновременно, интересно?
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Нифига себе. Интересно. Так, первопроходец, это у нас здесь задание для викария как раз там французский язык искать. Давай, погнали. Ха-ха, тут анимация перелета, конечно.
After the groundbreaker.
USG Шимура. Пойдем туда. TX. Мы с тобой о чем можно потрещать?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Развлеки меня? Давай.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Анекдот. Да,
Now
музыку
playing
врубай.
a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Скучный ты железяка.
Mm-hmm.
Какой Кен-витак? Ты только что, блин.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Так, ну она со мной, и этот тоже должен со мной пойти, священник. Ты где? Викарий, ты где там? На толчке сидишь? Это что за Сэм? У-у-у. Уборная машина. Ладно, не буду тебя трогать. Лопата, бухлишка. Каракуль. Это не петунья. Ну, гаишный ключик. Вот ты где. Фига себе, шкаф сразу обустроил. Быть или не быть? Так, чувак, ты со мной пойдешь?
As always, I am at your disposal. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening. Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
Да, все по плану. Так, это получается, я иду... Девчонка со мной идет, чтобы... Раз, два, еще два этих. 3. 5 компаньонов у меня может быть, значит. Да, 5. Я 6. А здесь что такое? Толкан? Ого, движок там гудит за стенкой. Короче, порвать едет, чтобы с механиком потрещать. А священник идет, чтобы взломать систему безопасности. И я не помню, французский язык надо там. То ли кого-то найти, кто французский знает. Выберите до 2 напарников. Все. Сейчас, зараз. Все выполним. Текс. Пипец у него глаза, конечно. Надо бы на него броню как-нибудь одеть.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Прикольно. Так, в обычный пока нафиг. Главное тоже нафиг идем. Больше машины это самому потрещать. Сапфировое вино. Пустышка. Так, найти мной безопасность. Так, это у нас для викария, а это у нас для... Ага, давай сначала с ней. Хм. Интересно, если напарника завалит, его можно потом приподнять, как говорится, или... Блин. Ты там пытаешься запрыгнуть? Или ты уже сзади меня телепортировался? Нет. Зачем мне модель космического корабля? В чем прикол? Куда я приплыл в самом начале? Вау! Плазменная винтовочка. Защитная одежда со страховкой. Так. Навык общения плюс 5. Ну, это мне пригодится. Прямо сейчас. Плюс 5-то. Стелс броня, короче. Набор техника, навыки технологии плюс 5 и навыки общения плюс 5. Клево. Звездный лорд, блин. Нормальная пуколка такая. Два 118. А у меня сколько моя винтовка? 70, 10 уровень. Я извиняюсь, я заблудился.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
И как эту маскировку активировать? Удостоверение морпеха. Поднять. Окей. А как мне это контролировать? Так, ладно. Сначала идем попить в бар.
Try not to
Ничего
get
себе.
distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about. Carry on.
Ты где, викарий? Куда потерялся? Бар open. Давай. В баре должна быть это мадам.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to
У меня, короче, есть программист и инженер, да? Мне нужен какой-нибудь силач.
Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Mana. Anarchists
И
live as
болтун.
one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that
Если я хроматическую аберрацию включу. Может, яркость прибавить немножко. Наверное, так должно быть. Просто нижний левый же должен быть вообще не виден. Слева едва различим. Но я его вижу, не вижу. Ну, у меня так и было примерно. Пускай будет 50. Пофиг. На YouTube все равно затемняет. Взломать нельзя. Украсть. Не надо, а поговорить.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Модификейшены. Штурмовая винтовка, плазменная винтовка. Ну, штурмовой у меня нет. Ну, вроде штурмовой против людей хорошо. А плазменная тогда против кого? Электрическая против роботов, а плазменная против всех? Мистер Мощь, что это такое? А, это плазменный меч. 300 бачей. Я ближним боем не пользуюсь почти. Патронов хватает. Ладно, ничего интересного. Я уже, блин, на пустыре все собрал, все, что нужно. Так, это у нас кто? Красавица или чудовище? Блин, все равно плавности нет, нифига, это не 60 кадров. Что-то они дергаются, картинка, блин. Optimization так себе. Хотя не знаю, может, она в 4К идет. Вроде лесенок никаких нет.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back. I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache moon on fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Ладно. Пойдем на миссию.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any
Оба.
findings to your local board embassy.
Не могу пройти. Нереалистично.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Adjusting unit's audio receiver input levels for more suitable engagement with customer. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Подожди. Не. Зачем таких это вообще здесь нужно? Фига, тут жарко как.
This is how
XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even
And lend
concentrate.
your life to protecting
better
our
hurry up with
wonderful
those damn
brands
repairs
and
already.
products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed. Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend up.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
В смысле прохожу мимо? А у меня же это же девчонка хотела с ней потрещать. Какого фига?
Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayen, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention. This whole deck smells like ass. Only gonna get worse if I don't get those radiators fixed.
Чё-то я не понял, я же вроде миссию не выбрал.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all. Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Ты рядом стоишь.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? Come on, Captain. I just got my fingers dug into the guts of a real-deal spaceship. You think I'm liable to let go anytime soon? Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly...
Очень странно.
scheduled advertisement for the following story.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
C&P Borston Baked Beans.
Are you listening to me, Mfuru?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
If you did, that'd be good, actually. They could use the help.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Have a look.
Ложь плюс 5. Взлом плюс 7, аж нифига себе.
An upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Разукрашенные броники. Копье.
When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you the meal? Baby Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Monarch. What's going on down there?
Платные видео? Что? Прости, мужик. Мы тебя взломали немножко. Ой. Опа, опа, опа. А что это? Уже час прошел, офигеть. Я ничего, даже ни одного выстрела не сделал, как говорится. Куда это я пришел? Опачки. Прикольно. Собираемся. А, там время идет фиолетовое. Блин. Получается, надо по-быстрому провернуть все, что мы хотим. Мы хотели что-то взломать, да?
Looking sharp.
Не-не-не, я не при делах.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
Воу. Я еще в раскраске. Интересно. Что за звуки были? Чё... Блять. Бухло, бухло, бухло.
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
И зачем я сюда пришел? Так, ладно. В следующий раз.